This is Christine.
Hello, and I'm Steven.
And we're going to give you a brief rundown of the information you might need to know for the game on May 1st through 3rd of this year for Sunspot. So one of the first things we're going to tell you about is our new campsite. It is still in Yellow Springs, Ohio. It's actually very close to where our last campsite was, but it's not in the Boy Scout camp. This time it will be in the Glen Helen Outdoor Education Center, which is an ecology institute. It's pretty neat. It's very nice. It's a lot better than our last campsite. So we're gonna do some things a little bit differently, just due to some camp restrictions that they have. So we're gonna tell you about some of those.
Sure. So this is an ecology institute, so they have a lot of wild animals in and out, and they also have a couple animals that live there. So we have a rat snake and a tortoise.
I think it's a turtle.
Turtle that live in the enclosure in one of the buildings that we will be running the game in. They will be in an enclosure. Please do not disturb them. This is their home. We are just visitors there. And in addition, there's also a raptor facility just down within walking distance of us. So we're going to have to actually be fairly quiet after about 10 p.m. just so that we're not disturbing the rest of the birds.
Yep. Also, the snake and turtle should not be coming out in any sort of way, shape, or fashion, so anybody who has any phobias about them, as long as you don't mind them being enclosed in their enclosure, we shouldn't bother them and they shouldn't bother us.
The caretakers were saying that they are quite used to children running around and yelling, so they should not be bothered by any of our antics. Just be aware that they are there.
Also, just when you're driving around, be aware that there are a lot of deer. Some of you probably saw some of the deer at Camp Hugh Taylor Birch, which is very close by. We were driving out of the Glen Helen Institute, and there was a deer walking in front of us who did not care that we were there. So please be cognizant of where the animals are. We're also going to be trying to stay on the paths as much as possible, and also just try not to blatantly pick leaves off of trees and things like that.
Yeah, the park is there for the animals. We are trying not to impact them too much, and the plant life as well. So stay on the paths. Try to collect your Nerf darts. So to that extent, we're going to be counting them at weapons check, and we're going to require that everyone ends the game with the same number that they started with, just so we're not losing any out in the wilderness. To that extent, please, if you can, bring the orange-tipped Nerf darts, so that we found last game that they are UV reactive. So at night, if you have a UV flashlight, you can shine it throughout the field and they will glow pretty quickly.
Yep. Also, we're going to try not to shoot them into the forest.
Yes.
It is a little bit restrictive on our play, but there are some bigger fields, so we don't think that it should be that big of a restriction. It's not any more restriction than some of our mechanics are already.
Sure.
There are also very limited parking spots. Please consider carpooling if you can. If we fill up all of the available spaces, which we think might be around 15.
Roughly. It depends on how tight we can park cars together and if anyone else is on site with us.
Yes. So we may have to figure out an alternative parking situation after you drop things off. We're still working on that for right now.
And in addition to mentioning space, we are expecting to sleep about 36 beds. We're going to be reserving at least 8 of those for staff and NPCs. We need NPCs to help us run the game, so we're going to try to increase the rewards this game. So if you come out an NPC for us for the entire game, we will offer you a 50% discount on a future game. That can be combined with some of our other bonuses or discounts. If that is something you're interested in, please let us know. But we would like you to be very interested in NPCing, so we're going to try to hold you to that commitment relatively if you sign up for one. If you must drop out, please let us know early so we can try to free that bed up for somebody else who might be interested.
Yep. And to the same note, we are also looking for fellow storytellers, so if you think you might be interested in that, please drop us an email. We're looking for any different level of that, from writing small mods to helping us run things.
Yeah.
But yes, we also have just a couple more things to go over. Today is April 13th.
March 13th.
March
right.
13th. Wow, I'm good with dates. We are going to be putting out a registration form around 6 p.m. Please read the information. It's the same information pretty much that's in this video, but it has a little bit more information about dates and times and the address for the camp. Before you fill out your registration form, reading it would be great.
And in fact, on your registration form, there will be a question that you are confirming that you have read this, so please do so.
Yep. As usual at Sunspot, NPCs are free to play. The price for a returning player who's either NPC'd or PC'd with us before is going to be $65, and the price for a brand new player will be $75. The brand new players will include a t-shirt. Also, the brand new NPCs will include a t-shirt. Everybody who has returned has already gotten a t-shirt, but on the registration form there is an option to purchase more t-shirts if you're interested in that. And then we would also recommend that you, when you fill out the registration form, usually we send you a PayPal invoice after we've gotten your registration. In this particular situation with the coronavirus happening right now, what we're going to do is allow everyone to register, and then once we know for sure that we can have a game, we will start sending out those PayPal invoices. Usually we'd have you pay as soon as you registered, but in this particular situation, we're going to change it around a little bit.
Yeah, we're trying to, with an overabundance of concern, just try to monitor what's going on with the virus and just try to figure out something that's best for the players in addition to the game. We expect to maybe have a decision made maybe April 10th, but again, we don't know what it's going to look like then, so we will hopefully have better information and be able to make a more informed decision then.
Yep. We also recommend that you pack wisely. Always think about bringing a couple pair of shoes in case one of them gets wet. Extra socks are always great. The beds at our camp are the typical bunks with the thin mattresses, so we recommend bringing a sleeping bag or some bedding if you don't have a sleeping bag.
And pillows.
The buildings are heated. They do not have air conditioning, but in the beginning of May, we do not expect that the weather is going to be so hot that it will be very uncomfortable to play without air conditioning.
Yeah, and the campground is relatively shaded and such, so hopefully that'll help cool it down.
Yep. And then just make sure you bring a towel, toiletries, any medication that you might need, and your character's costuming and makeup. We always recommend that if you're playing a makeup species that you try to get your makeup on beforehand so that you can be ready to go into game when the time is for game on.
For food, this new site actually has a very nice kitchen that we are thankful for. It's a cafeteria style that actually has included pots, pans, plates, and a dishwashing system that looks like it should hopefully be a whole lot easier and less manual than washing it with a sponge.
Plus, we don't have to make a lot of waste with paper products. But yeah, we recommend that you be at game at the appointed time before game on. It makes things a lot easier for everyone, just so we can get registration done before then.
Yeah.
But I think that's basically all we have. Again, please read over this information if you feel you need some more.
Or if you have any questions, please let us know. We're trying to be informative and transparent about what we're doing.
Yep. Then hopefully we'll see you at the game on May 1st. It'll be great.
Yep. See you guys there.